may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
You're looking for the knight in shining armor, the one that you adore with someone who will love you. You done with your dreams to face reality, because love comes in many mysteries. You're looking for love in wrong places. Every love you find, you can't seem to embrace it. You need to take your time and learn about your partner. You're taking the leap, but then he hurts you. Now's the time to make a change. Adoring his looks, but you really need to conversate. Talk about your dislikes, about what you like, and about what he likes. That's right. You gotta expect a lot of kisses. You never really know that you could be his next princess. Yeah, take your time.
Hello, we are live today, coming to you from the West Coast and the East Coast. I am Lauren Jennifer Gates. Oh, I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm Lauren Jennifer Gates, and I am with Martini Milf. Hi, Martini Milf. Can she see me? Okay. Hey, Martini Milf. She kind of paused.
Hello, sexy lady.
How are you doing today?
Hey. We are doing very well, thank you.
Okay, so today's topics, we're going to talk about what? We're going to talk about weddings, because you just went to a wedding recently. We're going to talk about the dating in the reality show world. I better stop doing this. Is really bad. Hi. We're going to talk about dating, the reality of dating in the reality show world, and a bunch of other stuff. So we would like to talk about your wedding that you just went to, because you were telling me it was a very nice wedding. Would you like to tell the fans?
Well, I would love to tell the fans how much the wedding was superb. It was one of the best weddings I've ever been to in my life. But what I do want to talk about is the preemptive strike, which is all the prep for the weddings.
Oh, that's okay.
Bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, showers. How much can we possibly do here? And on that note, I want to tell you about the bachelor and bachelorette parties. And on that note, too, we have Romeo and Rio here to do He Barked, She Barked on whether, is this necessary? Do we really need this shit?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Well, what had happened was, my daughter went to Miami with a bunch of girls. I mean, it's not like Atlantic City anymore. It's not like, I know we're old school, guys going to some dingy place, a couple of toots, blow-up dolls, anal beads.
Wait, who do you know that?
Girls who just like go maybe to Chippendales. This is like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Wait a minute.
And I just can't understand how people expect other people to pay so much for the event.
Okay.
So on that note, I'm going to do He Barked, She Barked. And this is what really happened.
Go for it.
Brother says, okay, according to everybody,
on cocaine.
A lot of the men, they go to Costa Rica. Because in Costa Rica, there are villas you can rent where you can, thank you, man, where you can get much sun, much drugs and alcohol, and the prostitutes are included in the villa. Like, these guys go there and get prostitutes included in the villa. Where Rio says, I am so sexy. I am gorgeous. Why on earth would you want to be with another girl before we get married? I am the hottest piece of ass. Oh, ready? You numbskull. Click, click, click. Stupid head. So, I go to my...
Oh, boy.
I dance. Yeah, right. Would you want to have hamburger instead of filet mignon? So this is what I don't understand, and the guys don't understand. And let's talk to the viewers and you, what you think, how important, how important I mean, how important are these parties and the extravagance that it's putting on all the bridesmen and the groom.
Okay, well, it's
Thank you,
traditional.
guys. Mwah.
Very nice. Thank you. It's very traditional. Okay, so you have the bachelor party. I remember arguing with my fiance about this, and he was actually a really good guy. You remember Nick? And I remember arguing with him about it, and he was like, "I'm just going with my friends to a bar. It's not anything like you think." Because men feel like it's their last hurrah, or at least it's an excuse for their last hurrah. But the fact that any guy, and I'm sure there's many out there, that have sex with somebody prior to the wedding day it's just like, what's the point? Like, if you think that's okay, like, why even bother, getting married? Right? Yeah, we got people in the studio shaking their head, yes.
Why?
Yes,
Why are you marrying this girl then if you have to have sex, or a woman too?
Not that you have to, but these guys get drunk. They make it an excuse. And I don't know what women do. I've never been to a female whatever. But I think it's more like the same thing with the go-go bars and the male strip clubs. It's like the women are much sexier and the men are really kind of cheesy. So it's like we kind of don't get the best of both worlds, So they get to do that and lie about it, and I know. So, and I haven't been a participant. Sounds like I know, but yeah.
Hey,
what is the?
I just remembered.
What?
Do you remember the time? I can't say his name, but
you could say a first name.
Pete.
Okay.
One of my very nice friends and customers at Society Hill.
My hair looks like shit.
He hired you and me, remember, to come in and be friendly and not dance, excuse me. Come in and, hang out with the older men that were married and the guys that didn't want the prostitutes. You don't remember that? And then they had hookers in the back room.
I remember this.
Some men want that, and some men are like, okay, I'm over that. But remember, you and I were dressed very nice, and they actually paid us like $500 each to hang out. Do you remember that, honey?
Yep, I sure do. I remember that.
Yeah.
Of course I remember that.
They had the hookers in the back.
Yeah,
but
we
they
were like the
just wanted to look at pretty girls and hang and laugh and have fun. And it was great because you were my designated driver because you don't drink.
Yes, thanks for letting everyone know that. Speaking of drinking, what's the martini of the week?
Oh, the martini of the night is, last week I was so good because I had the wedding. So I had just a little bit of champagne. Normally I come on the show and I progressively get drunk. Tonight, I came on drunk. Thank you. 2 thumbs up. This is because I'm in purple. Here, let you see. I'm in my purple outfit. And here's my purple glass.
It's cutting out.
It's a Chambord martini, which is just Syrah.
Do you hear her, though?
And it's Chambord and a little bit of sweet and sour mix.
Okay.
And boy, are these good because I put a few down before the show. Don't tell anybody.
You don't look it. I won't tell anyone, even though this will be on YouTube forever. Okay, so check it out. I want to divert for a second. I want to give a shout out to CPM, who's going to be watching this later. This is a person who I was talking to for like 6 months and was going to come visit, and then I don't know. Just for whatever reason, got cold feet and said, oh, blah, 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 whatever. So my friend here said he was a player, and I showed pictures to other people, and they said he's a player. And so he'll be watching today, and I want to say, and you're a liar. Because he posted pictures on Facebook that he sent to me, and I want to know what you think about that, Martini Milf. When a guy posts pictures on Facebook that he sends to you, now I know you're married, so I know the situation is different, but you got this guy communicating with you for 6 months, coming out to visit you, which you don't know about yet. And I'm glad I didn't say anything because now he's not. So he's posting photos on Facebook that he sent to you, like sweet photos, of him and his dog, him on a way to a party. And then he's saying like, and he knew about it prior to this, how I had felt. I just said it's a little disrespectful, right? It's a little disrespectful. It's not, I can't tell someone what to do, but why would you do that? So what do you think of a guy who does that, and what's up with that?
I am so glad I'm married.
lot of people that are married are not happy, and there's a lot of cheaters.
Well,
you guys,
I say happily married, but listen, you know
Yeah.
what? It is just, it's so crazy. Again, we spoke about this with Instagram, YouTube, texting, calling, whatever those other like new picture things are. You don't know where you stand. It is.
Well, I know where I stand because I saw the photos that were meant for me on Facebook. So specifically, I'm asking you because you're my co-host. What do you think of this person? I know
I wouldn't date him.
Yeah, I wouldn't date him. Yeah, exactly.
Hate him, but I date him.
Yeah, hate him,
no,
but I date him. No, obviously better off because, you're led to believe certain things, and then you find out that the special pictures that are sent for you are some for everybody to see. And George says what? What's the word? What's the word, George?
Is that my cue? Player.
I'm sorry. I didn't believe it, but I mean, then I just, a friend of mine was looking on Facebook and said, well, who is this guy anyway? What does he look like? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Enough said about that.
He might not be, but he looks like one. I mean, it looks like a player move.
A player move. Well, he was sending kisses in the phone. But yeah, that's a player move too. So I don't care. I'm going to start talking about it because I feel like whatever. Does it even matter anymore? And that's what I talk about. I talk about relationships.
And reality.
So
let's talk about
Bachelor. Oh, okay. Go ahead. You have a good story?
Not especially great.
Well,
no, it was just wonderful. But, we were discussing before Bachelor and Bachelorette parties, how the etiquette. I mean, do we have engagement parties, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, things that cost thousands of dollars? Okay? It's like I said, not the way it used to be, going to Atlantic City. I mean, traveling across the world. I mean, how much?
What kind of guys are you dating?
From our bridal parties here.
Send your exes my way.
The dresses, the hair, the makeup with the women. Hopefully not the men, but you never know.
What's your point, though? What's your point? Like, don't have these parties?
Is wedding etiquette. And then after you do all this, what kind of gift do you give? After you have given your time and your money, what do you
sound like a hooker.
After, 8 different events celebrating them.
Yeah. Well,
what
do I think about that? I don't know, because I've been engaged like 5 times. I never had, I was like the runaway bride, as you know. I've never had an engagement party, actually. So, and I gave back all of my rings. Mark T. let me keep mine. I was only 16 and a half when he gave me a ring, and we dated for 7 years, but he said, keep it. But the other guys, I gave it back. So I don't really know about that. I wish we had a caller to talk about that. But I want to talk about bachelors, okay? And because I don't know. I mean, unless you have an opinion on that, but or if somebody does. But I want to talk about bachelors because the bachelor and the bachelorette, okay? I think that was a good topic having to do with weddings. So you're a bachelor, you have a bachelor party. And then there's a show, and Martini Milf said this. What is it like dating? What is the reality of dating in the reality show world? Which I love, because I love those shows. And I have a call? Yeah? I love those shows. Can you get it and tell them to hold? I love those shows specifically because I feel like I know I'm probably naive, obviously, because I date guys from across the country that show their pictures on Facebook to other people and probably play all the time and do whatever. But I feel like obviously there has to be some sort of communication there and a relationship, because when you watch the show, there are people that get married from that show. For real.
Very few.
Yes, true. Very few. But look at all the marriages that end in divorce. Many. So it's like, why not? I mean, you're on a show and it's fun. I would love to do it that way. I've tried out for that show, as you know, I think about 10 years ago or something. And I would have loved to do that. And it probably was good that I wasn't on there, because I can only imagine I'd be smacking men, and I don't want to kiss all these guys because I'm a germophobic. 25 guys. They can touch me, but massage me and, but to put their tongue in my mouth.
Bachelorette.
What's that?
You wanted to be the Bachelorette, not a girl in the running.
No, a girl in the running. I wouldn't be the Bachelorette. I'm realistic. I wouldn't come out of nowhere and be the Bachelorette. I would be one of the 25 girls, What do you think about that? About the dating in the reality show world?
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, statistically, I believe, all I know, Tristan and Ryan are together. There are a few, but of all these seasons, it's La La Land. Everything's fun and games. Listen, my life is great when I'm flying to exotic places, getting wine and dine, seeing great things. But reality 101 sets in, and I think that show is completely retarded. I don't want to, excuse me, I don't want to use a bad word like
Which
I think it's just total La La Land. It's fantasy.
it
That's
is
not-
fantasy, but isn't that what?
Have fun and think they're having fun with somebody, and then
We have a
guess
call.
what happens?
We have a caller.
Come home.
I'm
You
sorry,
have a job. You may have children.
Martini Milf.
You may have exes.
Martini Milf, we have a call, and George told me, and I forgot. I flaked it because I was listening to. I was so intrigued by what you were saying.
Okay, so let's hear our caller.
All right, caller. Hello, caller.
My name is Jim.
Hello, Jim. Another Jim. Lots of Jims out there. Hi, Jim. Where are you from?
I am from Florida.
Okay, you sound like you're from
And
New Jersey
I
or New
heard-
York.
Well, I'm originally from New Jersey.
Oh, well, there you go. Shout out to Jersey.
I am enjoying. Rumor has it that my potato soup story has hit the air out there in California.
Yes. Well, we're in Vegas, but yes, that's too funny. Somebody was watching the show. We talked about the potato soup. So you're the potato soup guy? Do you remember the potato soup
I'm the
story?
potato soup guy.
So you have an online story. I remember the potato soup. Yes, please tell us the story.
Long story short, met a girl online, talked and text for a couple months, and made plans to meet. Well, I was to go to her house. I didn't have a driver's license, so the guy I worked with lived near her, which was about 80 miles from where I lived. Dropped me off there. The girl looked nothing like the pictures that she posted, and it was just it was a rough situation where I got dropped off there, and I brought enough beer. I said, "To hell with it, I'll go in and see what maybe we'll have a good time," and it didn't work out that way.
Okay, so what did she look like when you saw her? What did she look like?
Well, she didn't look anything like the girl in the picture. Was skinny and pretty, and this girl was not skinny or pretty.
So was it an older picture of her, or was it a picture of someone else?
It had to be somebody else. It had to be. I never got a straight answer. I drank. I brought 2 6-packs of Bass Ale with me, which is my beer of choice.
So you went to see? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
After the first 6-pack, she brings dinner out to the table, and it was a pot of soup.
Okay.
And so I'm okay. We can start with soup, and
Yeah.
and then the soup was gone, and there was nothing. There wasn't even bread with the freaking soup. And that was it. There was nothing else for dinner.
Well, that's crazy. So, why would she just give you soup? What did you say to this girl? Soup. The soup and dip it in.
I know. I'm kind of a nice guy, so I didn't say anything.
Kind of a nice guy. Oh, my God. Oh.
So, we sit there, and after the soup dinner, we're talking, and I'm drinking a few more Bass Ales, and I'm still hungry. I'm freaking starving here. What am I going to do?
Did you tell the bitch to get in the kitchen and cook?
You know what? I probably should have, and thank God I only brought 2 6-packs with me.
Yeah.
But so I asked to use her computer. I want to check my email. I forgot what the hell I told her. So I pull up her profile, and I call her in the room.
Oh.
And I asked her, who the fuck is this? Who is this in this picture? Because this ain't you. It's not you. Never was you. And she swore that that's a picture of her
Never
3 years ago.
3 years ago? Why was she posting a photo even from 3 years ago,
I don't know.
So
but
how'd you
it
leave it?
wasn't.
Did you end up...
It wasn't. And so I grabbed my last 2 beers.
Did you end up
and
doing
I
it?
walked out on her.
Oh, you didn't do it? You didn't do her? After seven,
You
6
know what?
beers, 7 beers.
Like I said, I figured, the worst. If she'd have brought something out for dinner, she'd probably got lucky. I drank those 2 6-packs.
Well, you know what? I mean, how far did you go where was this girl? Where were you? How far did you go to see her?
She was in the suburb of Denver, and I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Whoa!
And
okay.
I was working a union plumbing job out there, and one of the guys on my crew lived there and commuted every day. So he lived about 15 miles from her, and
he should have checked her out.
He said, if anything happens, just call me and I'll come get you. I was like, cool. So I walk out of this girl's house and tell her, I forgot what I told her, go fuck yourself, blah, blah, blah.
I'm a nice guy. Go fuck yourself. I fucked her.
Then I call my buddy, and he don't answer his phone. So I'm kind of stuck there.
Wait a minute. Wait, I have a question for you. What in the world? Okay, what kind of woman? This is what I want to know. What kind of woman would allow a guy that she never met before in her home? No offense to you, Jim, but that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I watch Case ID. Yeah.
What kind of woman portray herself as something somebody else, and something she's not?
That's true.
And then, did she think I wouldn't notice? I'm a shallow fuck. I went there for the,
I thought you were a nice guy. You said you're a nice guy.
I have a heart.
Oh, yeah. I have a heart. Oh, I love it.
When it comes to potato soup, I want soup and dinner.
Oh my God, I love it. She should have known. Are you a big guy? You sound like a big guy. No?
Well, I'm about 6'1", about 220 pounds.
Ooh la la. Hello, Jim. So she saw you and she was like, just like, I'm going to give him some potato soup. Was it homemade or out of a can?
I don't even know that. I would say out of a can probably, but I don't know.
Well, did you see her cooking?
I'm not a potato fan, really.
Potato soup. Oh my God.
I smelled the cooking and it smelled good. Well, we were sitting there talking and drinking and.
Is she on? Smoking what?
Smoking what?
Okay. No, I love this. I love the story. Martini Milf, can you see her, Jim? Are you watching the show?
No, I'm not actually.
Oh, okay. You're missing.
In my van on my way home.
You're missing a gorgeous woman, but you can watch the show later. You can go to IHateEm.com. IHateEm, By the way, if anybody else wants to call us, 702-609-7626. Go ahead, Jim.
Everybody call in.
Yeah, call in. I'm so happy you called. Thank you for sharing your story.
There's beautiful women there, and I can't wait to go home and get on my computer.
Yeah, get on your computer and get your jammies on. I'm a slut. I talk slutty, but I'm a nice girl. Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Hey, just wondering, what was he talking about potato soup?
What?
I can hardly hear.
Oh.
This girl, just tell me, was it homemade or from a can?
That's what I asked. I said the same thing. He didn't know, he said, which means it's probably from a can.
Well, I'm sure she got it in a can.
She got it in the can. I mean, that's what I was saying to him, if you couldn't hear, is that what woman would let a guy in her house that she doesn't even know? Like, that's fucking scary. That's crazy shit.
Well,
I was actually going to do that with my long-distance love. And then I thought about it. I was like, what are you, fucking crazy?
I have done it before, but I'm not holding you to anything.
Yeah, I know. All right, so that's that.
Listen,
oh, go pee. Go ahead, go pee.
Finished that, let's go back to like our bachelor parties.
We have some people in the studio today.
Parties.
Yeah. Oh, back to that again? I thought we were going to. Okay, go ahead.
No, just saying. I think that things are so extravagant. I mean, you tell me. Do you think it's worth paying $2,000-$3,000 to go on a bachelorette party or a bachelor party? Do you think it's worth that?
Who spends that kind of money? I would go if a friend of mine was having a bachelorette party. I would absolutely go. Absolutely.
And you blow that money.
Blow what money?
Like $2,000-3,000 for a
Well,
party.
what kind of fucking party is this? I mean, what do you?
I told you, going to Costa Rica, going to Vegas, going to Miami, going
I'm
to
in Vegas.
wherever.
I'm in Vegas. I'd have them come here. You know,
Yeah, I know, that would be great.
I think if men have one, women should have one. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I never really got that far. So,
Well, you know what? All I can tell you is that these crazy destinations drive me nuts.
crazy
And you know what?
destinations.
I mean, it just, what I find so funny is when I married my husband, like, you know, these guys get prostitutes or dancers, right? Because they get what they don't have at home, I would assume.
I don't
Now,
think it's that
when
at
a guy
all.
marries somebody like me or like you, and we are crazy, sexy hotties, okay?
You have no idea.
Like you want to get. I think these guys feel the need to get. Okay, I'm gonna get something that I don't have. The wedding we were at the other day, nobody can top this girl. Okay.
Okay.
Like, imagine, and that's what I said to my husband. I said, you know what? This particular husband. I said, do you want a bachelor party? And he's like, no. And he goes, why would I want one when I'm marrying someone that looks like you?
Wow. Okay, that's
So,
cool. That's a gentleman.
It's true. Like, why would somebody want someone? I mean, to me, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed.
Yes, you
but
are. Yes,
you
you
want
are.
like a bachelor party. You get what you don't have. I'm sorry.
No. See, I disagree.
fucking
I think
people.
what it is with men, I don't think it's that at all. I've had men tell me when I was a go-go dancer, and I don't mind saying that. I wasn't a stripper, and even if I was, who cares? I was a go-go dancer for 8 years. I had men tell me that it doesn't matter how beautiful their wife is. They still look at other women. They still desire other women. That's innately in men because men are hunters, okay?
No.
So for the bachelor party, it's all in the mind, like, oh, last hurrah, and it's an excuse. I think it's a very fucked up guy and a very immature guy and a player that would fuck someone else when they have a good woman who they're going to marry. I mean, I think if you have a good woman and there's not a lot of them out there, you should just keep them. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to this. What do you think about Chris, this Bachelor? Have you seen it all?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think the chances are? I feel like he is, speaking of gentlemen, I feel like Chris is a gentleman. He really is. This is no joke. He's not acting. He's a real gentleman. And he's a farmer. And he's got these women after him. And some of them act like total idiots. And some of them are very sweet. I forgot the girl I love that I think he's going to end up with. But what do you think the chances are?
Name, please.
Oh, I wish. Adorable girl. Britt. Her name is Britt. Super cute. Big eyes.
Brittany?
Really sweet. She's handling everything well. But what do you think the chances are for a guy like, okay, a guy that's a farm guy, he's a very down-to-earth guy, and the women that are coming on, I'm not saying they're not down-to-earth because I don't really know, but from what I've seen, you know, it's a tough thing. You're in competition. So think about the men that have to go into competition because they're definitely competitive. So imagine as a woman, you're trying to prove yourself that you're, you know, like, how do you stay classy but yet be assertive? So there's a fine line.
You don't. It's a game.
Yeah,
All these
it's a
girls
game.
are trying to do is win first place.
You think
You
so?
know, and the men
I'm so
too.
naive. I'm so naive then.
You are. It is ridiculous.
My opinion is that they really are looking to marry this guy. Not all of them.
1/8 of the people on all these shows stay together. It's not about that. These girls, I think, want publicity. I think these guys want publicity that go on it. I find it horrific. Like I said, everything's all great in Wonderland when you get to reality 101. It sucks. And if you are somebody who lives, you know, to relocate and leave your family, to relocate, somebody who lives in LA that wants to go to Ohio and live on a farm, this guy's adorable.
He's adorable. Hot piece of
He is.
ass.
But guess what? Never in my life
see this?
would I leave my husband
Good. Go
and
ahead.
be with that kind of lifestyle.
Okay, so look, we have winter weddings, luxury magazine, winter weddings. I wonder what the bets are on this. This is beautiful, amazing. This oh my God, look at this. See, this is what Chris could marry someone like this, right, George? On the farm with a horse. And I saw Martini Milf, I saw a magazine, $2 million divorce, George Clooney. And then I saw The Bachelor, Desiree, The Bachelorette, Desiree.
Is he getting divorced already? You said that before.
I saw a magazine. I texted it to you. It says $2 million divorce. I want to know who gets that money, because it's probably the attorneys that get the money, right, and the court systems.
I think it's just an SpaghettiOs.
What do you mean? A hype?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I wonder. I'd like to see if it is or isn't.
Listen. Don't believe the hype is a sequel.
Tip for Nip. Don't date long distance. Go ahead,
yeah, Dexter Nips.
Tips from Nips, you know. Okay, what else? What else we got? Okay, I need to do...
Have their feelings about him. Yeah. But you know what? It doesn't work. You know what? Everything's great in La La Land. Then when you come to reality, it just sucks. So I don't believe in that. But by the way, I just want to tell you one thing. Okay. I went to see my girl. You know who my girl is?
Who?
Barry.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay, go ahead.
You don't even know. This girl, old lady, kills me every week. Girl. So she had her, from our last, obviously, show, saw that I was getting all dressed up. She come in, and she calls me Kyle, not Kylie, which
we know.
I'll live with. Kyle, oh my God, the wedding was exquisite. You look beautiful. I saw you on the show. I said, thank you. You're so sweet, Barry. She goes, oh, the Crystal Plaza. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not saying anything bad.
That's where this wedding was. And like I said, it was exquisite.
Okay,
it was Lebanese.
Wait, we want to hear about, let's stay on Barry. I want to hear the story.
Yeah, it was a Lebanese Chilean wedding, which was great. But you get a little bit nervous when you go into the Crystal Plaza and they've got like metal detectors.
What? Oh my God, really? Wow.
This was like the MTA. I was patted down before I got in.
Really? Interesting.
These people are all cool. They're all nice. I don't want to be a hater. No, it was so great. But I had told Barry that's where the wedding was because I don't think I mentioned it on last week's show. She said, oh my God, Kyle, Crystal Plaza. You don't even know. I had my kid's bar mitzvah there. She was so funny. And she says, you're never going to believe this. But you know what? After my kid's bar mitzvah, I hooked up with the valet. He was black. And which I can't believe. He's an African-American. He's black. She goes,
oh, shit.
He hopped back then. I looked really good. And so I did him in the coat room.
Oh, my God. So go, Barry. Woo,
no, she had both of her kids' bar mitzvahs there. I don't know if she got married there. She just mentioned the two kids' bar mitzvahs. Right. But she got laid in the coat room with the black valet.
All right. Go, Barry.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. She goes, oh, it's so gorgeous there. And by the way, I have to say, thumbs up. It was an exquisite wedding.
Okay.
Food was great for a catering hall. Beautiful cocktail hour. Best wedding I've been to in a long time.
We know.
And help was great. But guess what?
What?
I didn't get laid.
Well, you know what?
January.
Martini Milf, you would have gotten laid.
Can I just have a life?
You would have gotten laid if you wore these shoes. I'm going to do the shoe of the week.
And
I say of the week because we don't come back. We come back Fridays 3 p.m. Alltalkradio.net. You click live on Ustream and call us at 702-609-7626. Okay, so check this shoe out, Kylie. I need George to assist. This is a snake skin. Who is this? Alexandra Berman. Is this good? Is it close? You see good? See the zipper? You like that? You would have gotten laid if you had this shoe. This is a great shoe. I'm very much into shoes, but what woman isn't? There it is. I love it.
Good shoe.
Gorgeous. We have a zipper. Woo, woo. Yes, you give good shoe. So check it out. I hear the weather's freezing out there, and I have a product that is amazing for puppies, and you have some. If you go to Jade-a-kins.com, that's JADE-A-KINS, I sell these adorable, they're all different, they're all handmade, very high-end quality, tiny tuckers for puppies, and I have them for babies too. And for kitties, they either lay in them like this, or you can carry them in them like Paris Hilton would do. And this is what I would do when I do get a puppy, because my daughter wants a puppy. By the way, I was at my daughter's school today. That's why I'm dressed a little bit more formal. So I was at my daughter's school. She was getting the Citizen of the Month award, and now I'm talking about, sex and whatever. Actually, I haven't mentioned sex yet. Okay, so here we go. This is, can you show this, George, so I can talk? Thank you. Okay, so George is showing this. This is a white faux fur tucker for puppies, and it's got a satin lining. It's like a champagne satin lining, very classy. And if you go on the site, or you can go on Tiny Tucker, tinytucker.com, and I have about 200 of them, but about maybe, 50 or 60 are online, okay? Thank you so much for your support. What else? What else we got going on?
I love that one.
You what?
Lauren, I haven't seen that one. I love it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. That's
LjG love. That's gorgeous. So, yeah, we had crazy weather here.
Yeah,
what's going on? Yeah,
well, I do watch the news.
West Coast.
Yes, and you know what? That's why I'm kind of here, because I do remember the winter I moved to Las Vegas in 1997. It was like 14 below zero, and I'm not saying it's always like that, but yes, we've been watching the weather. Is everybody okay out there?
Oh, yeah, you know what? They predicted this giant storm. Here's a toast to me.
Hold on. I got to get my drink.
And it.
Oh, smart water.
Clinky with your water, clinky with my martini, my Chambord that
Love
also
Chambord.
has
even though I don't drink,
which is great, and a little bit of I have to tell everybody my martini mix, and it has a little bit of the sour mix, so it's wonderful.
It
Try
sounds
it at
great.
home.
You should put it on your nippies and let your husband lick it off. Oh, what?
Wait, hold on. You want me to lick it off?
put the
I don't think there's anywhere to lick.
Do you have the martini glass right there?
But
I guess not.
Here, there's going to be this giant snowstorm, which they're telling us on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So everybody runs to the food store like normal people. Oh, there's my dog. Who let the dogs out? Can we please let the dogs in? Geysers. So my husband's the only, not the only one. There's total alcoholics in line at Bottle King, which was so funny. I'm like, Jim, do we have enough food? Of course we do. We have freezers and everything. I made a nice veal ossobuco. I made great food, but he's in line, which is so funny, at the at Bottle King, stocking up on our drinkies. So they tell us we're getting hit with the major blizzard of the century, like storm of the century.
And
I don't know.
That's hysterical. So he's at Bottle King?
George Carson.
Wait, did you get any food?
Stephen King's.
Did you have any food or just alcohol?
Oh, yeah. We had tons of food. I have everything stored. I made such great food. I made my sexy soup.
Sexy soup.
Paninis. I made, but there was nothing wrong. We went out the next day. It was 3 inches of snow. They're telling us we're going to get a foot of snow, 2 feet, 3 feet, but the storm veered north, obviously towards, I guess, I don't even know, towards Massachusetts. But what was so funny is Jim's in line at the store, and then he goes to his room. He's a big Stephen King fan, and he watches Storm of the Century. Have you read that book?
Yeah, I could barely hear you, but if you can hear me, is she still talking?
Yeah, I shut up.
Okay, so check it out. Speaking of movies, that's Stephen King, but speaking of movies, go see 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going to go see it just to check it out, but it's supposedly a love story, which is kind of corny. I mean, I'm a woman, but I'm kind of not into the girly movies. Like, I don't know. I want it to be more sexy, but if anybody wants me to direct either a porn or a movie, let me know, because I can make it really hot and steamy. But it doesn't have to be porn, but I don't know. When they bring the love scene into it, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe they think that's what women want, and that's great, but I don't know. A love story is a love story. A sex story is a sex story. But anyway, I guess if you can have both, why not? But that's a fantasy. So are we good today? We're good today. We're gonna sign out. Thank you so much for joining us on the LjG show. I hate him, but I date him. Oh, we didn't do a hate him, but I date him segment. And you know what? Who's Larry is
Nope.
sleeping. What's that?
Do it, and then you have to do your nips tips.
I did that already. But I like that you're on it. I hate him, but I date him segment. Yeah, I hate him, but I date him. I am a little bit perturbed about my situation there, but we've already talked about that. But yeah, if you don't lead someone on, okay, for months on end and get a ticket and say you're going to come out and then not come out and I don't know and back and forth and back and forth. It's like, don't bother. I am way too busy for that, and I have a daughter, and it's heartbreaking. You get into somebody, you spend a lot of energy and time, and then you find out they're just like flakes. So anyway, that's my I hate them but I date them segment, and we are signing out.
Do you mind if I say something?
No, go right ahead.
I just want to promote your page, LjG. I hate him but I date him. You rock, girl.
You're awesome. You keep drinking those martinis.
Enamored by you. Yes, there's been many martinis, but you know what? Everybody has to just adore your honesty, your beautifulness, everything about you. I love. And yes, I'm having more drinks.
I love you.
I want what she's drinking.
I want what you're drinking.
You know what?
No, she always is very supportive.
Life is good.
You saw my post. Life is good.
Life is good.
Yep. Life is just good.
And guess what?
What?
How about somebody has a date with a playmate? That was you.
Ooh.
I think that's a sexy thing. And hey, where the F was Larry?
Date with a playmate. Go onto my site, please. Kylie, thank you so much. I mean, she did a great job. Yes, you can go onto my site, I hate him, but I date him.com, and you can see all the shows, and there's special treats on some of those shows.
Special treats.
Yeah, this show will be up in a few hours. On I hate him, but I date him. And if you want to email us, you can email Martini Milf or myself, not just comments, but questions that you want us to ask on the show. It's yeah, I hate him, but I date him. I hate but I date him at gmail.com. And if you want to advertise, 702-982-8688, or you can just email me, okay? So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope I said everything. We will talk to you soon. Martini Milf, I want to thank you so much for joining every week. I love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I miss you.
I love you more. I love you more than my luggage.
Love that movie. What was that movie? Steel Magnolias. Love that movie. It's a girl movie, though.
What does that mean? I mean, I have good luggage.
You have good luggage, all right. Let's see your luggage. Signing out. Let's see your luggage. Show the luggage.
It's upstairs
stored. My boobs are killing lately.
We have Sweet Anthony.
I think I'm getting my period. Oh, we didn't talk about sex on your period, but are we signing? We're signing out. Yeah, let's sign on out. Next week we're going to talk about periods, sex on your period. Yes or no?
Boy.
Isn't that hot?
Luggage, by the way, better than Louis Vuitton.
Love you.
For wasps.
Enjoy the song.
I love you. I love you, George. Mwah. Buenas noches.